Life of a door knocker can be tough. Having doors slammed in your face on a daily basis, people not exactly hearing what you have to say.
What?
Not the most friendly customer.
Not interested. Now get the off my property, and by the way, go get a real job.
The good news is, it doesn't have to be that way. Welcome to the Door-to-Door Mastery Podcast, where it's all about increasing your confidence, building rapport with your customers, and closing more sales. Here is your host, Paul Shakuri.
Why, thank you for that wonderful introduction. Are we getting pumped? Are we getting excited? Frick, if you're not, then get the heck off those damn doors. I'm bringing you heat. I'm bringing you this episode that's going to drive more sales to your bank account. More bigger paychecks is nothing but fun. Frick, and what do you do with that money when you get that paycheck? What do you do? Praise the Lord. No, this isn't one of those. But guess what? I'm going to talk to you about what to do with your money, how to help your money increase and grow your wealth for knocking door to door. How do you get more sales with that money that's coming in? These are the types of things, folks, that you need to be thinking about when you're out there knocking on those doors. It's not just about going out there and getting a sale. Because how many of you have already gotten a sale? If you're listening to this show, how many of you have already gotten a sale? Hopefully you got your own show. But then after that, it's like, okay, great, I need another one. And what are you doing with that money? It's all about the cash money, yo. I'm bringing you heat this episode, okay? It's about the cash money when you're actually working door-to-door sales job. You're not doing it because you love it. Get that out of your mind, okay? Let's be real here. Now, your manager might tell you that, and that's awesome. They're trying to boost you up, and that's what I told a lot of people. You really love it. You enjoy it. I loved it and enjoyed it. But that's not the only reason. You're doing it mainly for the money. Let's be honest with ourselves. Because once you're honest with yourself, the main key ingredient after that is being true and real to yourself. So what is it that you do with the money that comes in that can help you reinvest it into making more money selling door to door? And I'm going to go over that, okay? I'm going to talk about business cards. I get that asked often. Paul, my manager didn't give me business cards. Go buy your own freaking business cards if your manager didn't buy it for you. Or tell them to take it out of your check. Okay? I want to shake you guys out of this whole broke mentality, because once you get out of that broke mentality and you start realizing that in order to be a part of the top, I need to think like the top and I need to start creating wealth, and I am a wealthy person no matter what your financial situation right now, but my mind is that of a wealthy person. Your mind is going to be clear. You're going to start generating income. And what you do with that income, you're going to start thinking like a business person. Hashtag entrepreneur that crap. Okay? That's why I always say that. For all you people that taken me up already on my door-to-door mastery program, as you look on Twitter, I hashtag entrepreneur that stuff, because that's what you freaking are. Those who do door-to-door sales, you're an entrepreneur, whether you like it or not. Entrepreneurs get their hands and feet wet and know that in order to close more sales, selling door to door, they have to have a plan of action. And my plan of action is, like I always talk about, which I'm going to keep bringing it up. Oh, Paul, why do you keep bringing it up? Because you don't freaking have it or do it. I'm not angry, by the way. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Excited to tell you how I did it and how I've taught many thousands of students, okay, how to succeed in the door-to-door field. And if you don't like door-to-door sales, that is fine. That is fine by me. Mighty fine. But you have to understand that you're going to be doing it short-term, okay? You want that stack of hundreds, you're going to have to figure out what it's going to take to get it. And if you really don't like it day in, day out for your first 2-3 months, then perhaps you should quit, okay? Yeah, quit, give up. If you really can't get focused and can't keep track and get that traction of your mind. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to quit, go ahead. I mean, if you can live with yourself saying, you know what, I quit and I couldn't do it. Oh, well, I couldn't when I wanted to quit. Oh, but Paul, point the finger. Yeah, when I wanted to quit after my first couple months and my manager said, Paul, do you not see the amount of money that I'm making? Do you not see the amount of money that so-and-so's making? Eben was making? Do you not see that the amount of money that Caleb was making? These two guys? Do you not see my father? Do you not see how much money they are making? Are they better than you? Are they smarter than you? Are they doing something different than you? I'm like, no. He goes, wrong. They are doing something different than you, but they're not smarter than you. They're not this, this, and this than you. I'm like, oh, guess that kind of makes sense. Go shadow them. Guess what? Figure out what they're doing. And I'm here just preaching to you guys over and over again. What have I done? Okay? Those of you who complain about, the mastery program or, Paul, you're just trying to sell us, then great. Don't listen to my stuff. Go find somebody else. I don't care. I really don't. I've created my wealth already. What do I care about? I care about those who want to succeed in door-to-door sales and don't have that broke mentality, okay? I never, ever, ever liked cheap people, and not necessarily not liked. I just can't be around them, okay? If you're cheap and, you're a penny picker, then you're more than likely not going to succeed at door-to-door sales. Why? Because you're thinking of getting every single penny from every single customer. That's not the way you get more sales. Stand your grounds. Don't give away the world. But understand this. If you focus on your customer more than you focus on the amount of money you're going to make from that customer, you focus on delivering but not dropping your pants, you will close more sales. You will make more money. And as a matter of fact, I'd have to say the most money on almost every single sale in every single office I ever was. I was always in the top 3 guaranteed, because I never dropped my pants. However, I took care of customers. Paul, but our finances are really tight. We are going with your product, and we needed a little bit of extra equipment over here. I'll tell you what, I'll go 50-50 with you, okay? Because obviously I'm not making a killer off this one account. Anyways, I'm not making a killer off this account. So I tell you what, if I'll go ahead and take care of this, if you go ahead and take care of that. And that way, the full package, you're going to be getting this, and this, all for just the little amount that you're going to pay for. When you put it like that, does that make sense? Yes, it does. Freaking makes sense. Hit that drum roll and go ahead, cash in on your actual sales.
DoorToDoorMastery.com, your source of motivation, information, and inspiration to closing more sales. Selling door to door, that's DoorToDoorMastery.com.
That is DoorToDoorMastery.com. Hit that site up. I gave a little image on episode 22 for you. Go ahead and take a look at that. But that's my website. That's my blog. I freaking blog about this stuff. I want to throw a big H, yeah? Hell yeah. For hitting 1,401 Facebook fans for the Door to Door Mastery Show. Thank you, guys and gals. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. This is freaking awesome. It's growing by the day. Look at the subscribers on YouTube. I guess more of you are liking my Facebook fan page than my YouTube channel by a bit. It's catching up. We're at 1,367 YouTube subscribers. That's 1,400 people that literally clicked, I want to freaking subscribe to this freak. The freak I am. Thank you so much for sharing. Another thing, those of you who go to DoorToDoorMastery.com and share my actual posts, at the bottom of each actual post, you'll see a little share icon, whatever you want. You can share them all using tweets, using obviously Facebook, click the like, the Google+, submit on StumbleUpon. You got Pin It for Pinterest, or you even got the LinkedIn. And you guys are sharing it. I go through this stuff. It makes me excited to take a look at you guys sharing this. I mean, it's not as great as I'd like it to be. I got like 3 shares on this one, 4 on this one, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 1, 3, 4, 1, 1. You guys are sharing it, which is awesome. You like the content, but don't get, whoa, I got 12 on this one. And when I'm talking 12, I'm talking on this one. So you guys really liked when that post I wrote on August 21st saying, can door knocking ever get fun? The fears revealed. I create this content for you guys to get you excited, to get you really learning and digging in my mind. Those of you who send me emails, frustrating emails like, Paul, I'm not closing enough sales. Can you help me? Yeah, I can. Go read my freaking blog. Again, I'm not angry. This is the way I'm just piping you guys up, pumping, exciting. Okay? This is how you got to get in your mind. I've been off coffee for a couple weeks. So no, it's not coffee. No, it's not caffeine. No, it's not drugs. No, it's not alcohol. I never needed any of that to make me just get excited to go get out there and take control of my life. If you can't take control of your life, what can you take control of? Okay? You have to slowly grab that. Okay? And I talked about in a previous podcast, your adrenal glands. Google that. Maybe your adrenal glands are burnt out. How do you come off of that? I read that article, put that to use, and literally after 2 weeks, I have more energy than I ever had off of coffee. It's insane. This is where it's coming from. Okay? So, number one, I need you guys and gals to think about putting $10,000 aside in your bank accounts. No, not for me. I can care less about it. I'm not trying to sell you anything. So get that out of your mind, knockers. All right, I'm getting a little too vicious here. But seriously speaking now, enough with the ranting. But definitely, you guys and gals have to save $10,000 in your bank account. Personally, I believe, because what it does is you don't knock out of desperation. When you're knocking out of desperation to close that one sale, and I talk about this often, but how many of you have already figured this out and actually started progressing and tracking yourselves for this? But you should have that goal of, I want to put $10,000. But Paul, let me first set my goal of $5,000. Great, do that if you want. However, I'm telling you what I did. I set the bar a little bit higher. That's not where I wanted to stop, but I wanted to see my bank account, which I've never had before. This was about 10 years ago, at $10,000. I had no money in my name when I started knocking, okay? I would walk to a grocery store with my wife, fiance at the time, but we'd walk literally about 45 minutes to a Walmart to get some groceries, to walk all the way back in the blazing heat to actually go out and knock after that. I wanted to make it happen. I wasn't closing as many sales as I wanted to, but I knew I had to push forward. I knew I had to surround myself around positive people. There were not so many in the office at that time, but I surrounded myself around the select few that wanted to be very successful, that went out a little bit earlier, that were willing to help take me out with them. However, I helped compensate them and pay them. See, I do these things because this is what helps close more sales. It's what gets the top salespeople want to be around you. It's what makes the top salespeople want to help and teach you. Is when you give, you get. Okay? So that's why I'm giving. I'm doing this podcast literally in my mind, not for the money. The money is a benefit and a bonus that comes with it. But if nobody bought my program, if nobody clicked on any of my ads on my website, if nobody did any of that, would I still do this podcast? Absolutely yes. So you need to figure that out for yourself. What do you want to create from the money you make door knocking? But before you jump ahead, what are you going to do to reinvest that money? Where are you going to put it? Well, number one, again, put $10,000 in a bank account and set that goal up and watch it steadily grow. Because now you're not knocking out of desperation, because if you don't close a sale one day, it's not the end of the world as in you're not going to pay your bills. It's more of the end of the world in your mind, like, dang it, I can't believe I didn't get a sale. What was wrong with me? I almost had this one. You're beating yourself up, not risking your life, your family's life, okay? So this is very important. You need to sacrifice. You need to live frugal in the beginning until you have that $10,000 saved up. But more importantly, you need to put that money aside. That needs to be your goal. This is what I teach in the mastery program, okay? This is the beginning steps, the first module. I teach you guys these things and gals these things. And people who have actually implemented it, because I know a lot of you mastery program members are still saying, oh yeah, Paul, well, I kind of skipped those steps because I'm kind of ahead of that. How much money have you saved in your account, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, I'm going to do that later. Do it if you want. But I'm telling you, why risk what? I've already set up and created a path in this field that works, and I've proven it with other people. Why don't you just follow it? But hey, to each his own. I'm just a guy who's on the microphone here trying to tell you what worked for me and for a bunch of other people that followed it. Almost all the people that followed it. Okay? So that's one. Now, business cards. I briefly talked about that. When I started off my first 2 years, I didn't have any business cards. So don't use that as an excuse why you're not getting a sale today. Okay? However, Dr. Bigglesworth, listen to what I'm about to say, okay? I'm bringing this hype, bringing this energy. You may be on turf right now, and if you are getting pumped, getting excited to go get your next sale, know that when you do get business cards, it's only going to help you close that many fewer more sales. Understand that many fewer more sales. So it's not like you're going to close 20, 30 sales a month now because now he's got business cards. No. Okay? Understand what business cards do. Let's just say they give you 20 more accounts in a year. Hey, if you don't want 20 more accounts in a year, go ahead. I'll give you my business card to leave behind people's doors. You can close it. I can close it, and I'll make the money out of it. Whenever I put it to people that way, with my typical salesperson, my students, whenever I put it to them that way, it makes sense. Don't rely on them. because I didn't use them. However, when I did, a box for $50, for example, you can go online and I'll actually post on my website where you can get them for extremely cheap. I have it for my business. You can actually go out there and it is extremely cheap to actually get. I'm going to actually create a tab. Hopefully by the end of the show, I'm going to create a tab called resources. Okay. And on my website, you'll be able to go to resources at the top. So you'll see blog posts, podcasts, videos, door-to-door mastery program. I'll also put a resources tab there. And on this resources tab, you'll be able to go there and, order business cards on your own or whatnot through that link. And typically, just so you guys and gals know, what I did with a lot of other people is I'm an affiliate for this company. I'm not only an affiliate because they pay a little bit, a couple dollars, whatever, who cares? But, it's not about that. It's about they are literally the cheapest company out there with a phenomenal quality on your prints. So, for example, let's just say it was even just cheaper, like $20, $30 for 1,000, glossy, two-sided. Their upload template is freaking awesome. You can do whatever you like with it. I'm building this, so I'll even give you guys templates later on and whatnot. But what's awesome about this is this. You can go on there, you can upload your business card, whatever, you can create it. They will send it to you. You can even literally get it's free shipping, inexpensive shipping for like $25, $30, 1,000 cards, let's just say. Now stop and think, if you handed your business card out to everybody, okay? You talked to them, you got them remotely interested, you gave them your business card. Out of 1,000 cards, okay? 1,000 cards costs you $25, $30, let's just say $50, worst case, which is not. But let's just say $50, okay? If you got one sale in 1,000, do you think it's profitable? That's called investing, okay? That's called investing. You're already at the door. Slip a business card, give them a business card, and I'm here to tell you that out of my 1,000 that took me ever so freaking long to get rid of my cards, I've got a lot of sales out of it. Literally 15, 20 sales, okay? Out of 1,000 business cards. That is money. But had I not given the business card, or even when I actually got a sale, have I not gave them 2 or 3 business cards and said, hey, every person you refer, I'm going to get you this? That's how you reinvest. If you refer me 2 people, or if you refer me your first person, I'm going to give you X amount of money as a friendly referral. Here's the business cards. Just hand them. Let them call me. That shows your professionalism. You don't need it. However, it helps increase and close more sales. And if you're too cheap to get out there and get business cards, too lazy, then stop knocking on doors, okay? And don't tell your company. If your company's not willing to get you business cards, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I did it for my sales guys. And at first, I would just say, hey, I'll pay for everybody's business cards. But what did that create? Anybody and everybody treating their business cards like crap. Not even, I see them garbage in the office, just hanging around. No. From here on out, you guys are paying for it. I'll take it out of your freaking check. Respect yourself. Respect your business. Because if you're knocking on doors, you are the door knocking business that you are. Okay? You are your own personal business. Understand that. For the most part, the majority of you are independent contractors, and that is your business. Take it serious. Now, I'm going to talk about another way to reinvest your money to help increase sales. However, I'm going to do it right after this.
Strategically designed with the door knocker in mind. Best door knocking tips and advice at doortodoormastery.com.
That is doortodoormastery.com. So doortodoormastery.com, my door-to-door mastery program, what it is basically it's an A to Z. And this is my promotion time, and I have to do the promotion of this the Door-to-Door Mastery show, the Door-to-Door Mastery program, because this is what helps fund the show. If you're a door knocker and you're just struggling to get the whole A to Z. What is the whole process from A to Z? I need some perhaps guidance with tools to use. My door-to-door mastery program is definitely for you. If you want to learn, I basically have a bunch of videos that I stream. You're able to stream live. Well, you're able to stream on any device. Everything from A to Z, from all my modules. If you want to take a look at it, you can click on Door-to-Door Mastery program up at the top. Of my blog, doortodoormastery.com. doortodoormastery.com. If you click on that, that will actually take you to the free video series, the free video course of, and then at the end on day number 3, I actually send you the link to perhaps purchase my door-to-door mastery program if you ever so desire. Okay. Or if you want to get straight to the actual sales page itself, on the right, if you scroll down under door-to-door mastery, you'll see right now it says learn how to sell, the door-to-door training 101. It's a gold color. If you click on that, that's going to take you directly to the join the community page. Okay. That joining the community page is a whole sales copy page that I've created based on what the door-to-door mastery program is about. And, I have a few testimonials there. I'm going to be putting more up. You're for the limited sale price that I have right now, because I really am going to be increasing the price of the program. Reason why is I have a lot of people who are jumping in. It's proven that at this price, it's selling like hotcakes. On top of that, I personally believe for how much value that is in this actual program, I'm still undervalued. I go through everything, the ins and outs of, what do you want from door-to-door sales? Why did you get started in the first place? In Module 1, it's very important what to actually expect on the doors. Module 1 is extremely important for people who want to kickstart their actual door knocking, their door knocking career. So they're just getting started, or they want to, help increase their sales by setting up a plan for themselves. It's all about that plan. What to expect on the doors. The majority of people, when they get started, they really believe it's like, everyone's going to be rude to me. Everyone's going to, what should you expect? How do you handle those things, those objections and whatnot? But why should you even choose door-to-door? Why did you choose? And the importance about that. Listening more, speaking less, I talk about that in detail. Everything in the mastery program is detail, detail, detail. And then, get out of sounding like a salesperson. I get into the details of that because that's what kills 99% of newbie door knockers. Module 2 is actually plan for success, the game plan. Module 3 is about the whole pitch. I get into the details. I know the majority you love Module 3 because it's all about the meat of door knocking, right? It's all about the meat. It's about, mirroring your potential customers, understanding your transitions, your opener pitch, and, your closing a sale, paperwork, scheduling, the mid-value builder, transitioning, all that stuff. It's everything about the sales in general, door-to-door sales, not in general, in detail, sorry. Getting in the zone. It's all about that. But, don't just jump into Module 3, please. Okay. Those of you who are already door-to-door mastery members, don't just jump into it, okay? Go through the modules, please. Go through 1 and 2 and really master those, because trust me, it builds up your opener pitch and all that stuff. It just really, your whole pitch in general gets that much more stronger when you actually go through the previous steps. So in order to get that, you can, again, the whole program, you can take a look at it just on the website, doortodoormastery.com. On the right-hand side, you can actually go directly by clicking on the right-hand side, the bar. Okay, or if you need the direct link, just message me and I will get you the direct PayPal link. For now, it's going through PayPal, so it's nice and secure, obviously. And right after you complete your payment, you get emailed. It automatically sends you an email with your personal username and password where you can log in and stream it unlimited and get unlimited access and stream all the videos as much as you want, wherever you want, whenever you want. So understand that there's no limits to it. Just yet. Maybe I'll do that later. However, okay, so talking about that, I want to speak to you guys about a video squeeze page. So a video squeeze page, what it basically is, I also own an internet marketing company, and an internet marketing company, they teach you guys, internet marketing, they teach you a lot about how to get, let's just say, somebody from who lands on your site, who's expecting to see a certain something about your product or service, and they want to learn how to learn more, get more information from you perhaps. So what I've created for my sales reps is an actual video sales squeeze page back when I had my own company. And this helped tremendously, because what happened was a video squeeze page is, for example, if you do go to Door-to-Door Mastery and you actually click on the Door-to-Door Mastery program at the top, the upper, my actual tab bar, whatever, you'll actually see there's a video squeeze page that I have right here. So it's actually at Door-to-Door Mastery /close-more-sales. And you'll actually see what a video squeeze page really is. It's a little bit of information. There's a video on the right-hand side. And then after that, underneath, there's an opt-in form over there. Okay? If you want to get more details about this stuff, I can put you in contact with people who can actually get you started with this stuff. But it really works. So, for example, you would put on the site, looking for a home security system, looking for pest control. This is what my company can do for you. Whatever you want to write, you got to get creative. I'm not going to teach you about all this right now on this episode, but this is a video squeeze page. Start doing your research and finding out a little bit more about video squeeze pages. Okay, you can create that. You can create an opt-in form. I'm going to have as well my affiliate link for Aweber. There's a whole bunch of information about that, but having Aweber as your autoresponder list is actually something that is phenomenal to build your clientele with, as if you're a business owner and you're actually doing door-to-door sales and you also want to get into the actual online world of getting leads online. You need an actual list built to build, and you start sending out emails to your list like, hey, we have a special, 20% save 20% this week for any extra motion detectors you guys want, or if you need to get sprayed or whatever it is you're selling. Okay, and it works very well for the solar industry as well. Just so you know, your follow-ups, hint hint, Paul's giving you that special little hint treatment. So yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys in upcoming episodes more about video squeeze pages, and I'll even have a professional on the actual air who I follow, who I've bought his products and services, who I know actually works because it's working for my stuff. So I'm going to bring it for you guys so that you guys and gals can actually implement it in your business. Okay? Building a recruiting website. Now, this is for managers and owners. Have you ever thought about building a recruiting website? If you have, and you actually have thought about it, I have recruiting websites that I created for my business, and I got phenomenal domains. If you want to learn more about that stuff, fire me an email. And I'm gonna see how many people are serious about this, that really want to learn more about building your business of door knocking also online, so you can stretch out and elongate your actual business that you have. Whether you're a door knocker, you work for somebody else, or you're the business owner, you're the manager, you need to start, expanding your we've just been brought up in the actual, a sales funnel to just know that, hey, door knocking. If you're in a year-round program, you should be doing all these other things because it helps increase sales. So build a recruiting site. And I can help you. I have coders that are on call that you can kind of we'll deal with something like that if you needed some help. If you're not willing to pay them money for their work, these guys are tip top. These aren't just hey, throw him a hundo and he'll create the freaking world for you. No, this is top quality stuff that you actually will get. And if you're looking for stuff like that, I want to see how many people are serious, because I'm getting more into you're not just doing it with my personal clients, but I'm also getting into helping you guys out with your guys' sites. So if you want that, email me at pshak, that's PSHAK, at ENTADR.com. Okay. So video squeeze pages, building and a recruiting site, it'll blow your mind. If you go and take a look at the top companies in the industry, in your industry, go look at their recruiting sites, Google them, okay? Find out what they're doing. And you'll see that these people spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars trying to figure out what works. Do not copy. I'm not saying copy them, but know what works and use it to your own advantage, okay? Use it to your own advantage. I'm just watching another person who just joined the mastery program. Thank you so much. Okay. Invest in budgeting. Oh, yes. Invest into a budgeted entertainment. I'm going to talk to you guys about this. That's very important. Okay. Entertainment. The most of you are spending 90% on your money right now on entertainment. Oh, but Paul, I need cable. Yeah, I know you do. And, it's very important to get that. However, your first primary goal is, like I said from the start, $1,000 in your bank account. Once you have that $10,000 in your bank account, I know I said 1,000, I made a mistake. Once you have that $10,000 in your bank account, folks, then you can start slowly increasing how much money you're actually spending on entertainment. I always recommend you open up 3 business accounts. 3 accounts. And if you haven't done this, I tell salespeople all the time, go and do it. This is what I recommend. I open up 3 accounts. One is a personal account that's just for savings, okay? Another one is a bills account that I spend on bills, and another one is an actual investing account, Okay, so the savings account, I put that savings account, my personal savings account, for example, or business savings account, that doesn't get touched. This is the one, the savings account that you want to build first to get a nice $10,000 base in that account. Okay, your expenditures account, you want to make sure you're not spending a lot of money to start because you don't have your $10,000, right? So you want to start saving up as much as possible. Your necessity bills, your cell phone, your food, and your actual, obviously, living, okay? You want to stick to that. And then your investing account, grow it slowly until you hit your $10,000 in your account, okay? But in the meantime, budget inexpensive entertainment things like bowling, like going out to the movies once a month. Reward yourself. So many people don't even reward themselves, and they wonder why they're just hitting their head against the wall. I can't close more sales because you're not having fun. If it doesn't cost anything, go out for a jog if you enjoy that. Go out, hike a mountain. Do stuff that makes it fun. Or say, when I save up X amount of money in this account, I'm going to go and do this. So what happens when you're outdoors? You start pushing more and more harder to actually get out there and make it happen. Because when you see your account growing and you actually want to go on that vacation or you want to go and do that personal fun thing, you're going to push harder to close more sales, selling door to door. I want to thank all of you once again for listening, staying tuned, joining the Mastered program. And again, you lazy freaks, you're not going on iTunes and rating the show quick enough. I want to see you guys go to iTunes, rate the show, give it a 5-star rating if you believe it deserves it, and hit that up so that the show continues to grow. Slow-paced door knockers. I love you all. With passion, I'll see you in the next episode.
You have been listening to the Door to Door Mastery Podcast. It is time for you to take your door knocking to the next level. Receive Paul's free video series teaching you how to master your opener pitch, understanding your features and benefits, and knowing when and how to close the sale. Be a successful door knocker. Be there now. DoorToDoorMastery.com. That's DoorToDoorMastery.com.